Hi, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Pisces, where we'll just jump right in and see what's going on for you. Start with an overall energy here, and then just go deeper and deeper into the message. And you're going to have plenty of time to figure out if this is your reading or not. To then, at the end of the reading, come with me to the extension, where we go even deeper. And today I've decided just to sort of switch it up a little bit for myself, that we're going to draw this. I love this Mystical Wisdom deck. And we're going to see what comes out for you, Pisces. And the card that comes out, I will read from the book. I don't think I've ever read from this book. I've never been inspired to read from the book. And so then I don't. So then I just, take whatever comes when I look at the image. But today, just for myself, just to sort of switch things up. Pisces, what's going on for Pisces, please? And I want to say, so I got something interesting just before I started. What analogy? Really good start. It's like something around the lines of if there's something that's really like clouded, or something that's really like starting to take up space, or starting to so you sort of have to declutter to leave room for more. Does that make sense? Like if I were to talk about the computer, I can't make like 1,000 of these videos, or I will get sort of a warning saying, I'm soon at the point where it's too full. It's too full for this system and for this particular computer to handle more. Like I've taken up enough space, and so for me to be able to do more recordings, I have to clear out the old recordings for me to make new ones. I don't know if that's a good analogy or not. I just got this feeling before I started, like, okay, there might be too much of something here now. Like we can't bring in more unless we sort of have decluttered. And if that is like more clothes in your closet, if this is like you can't hire more people because we're like 20 people on one position, like whatever that means for you, or if you literally need to declutter your computer, or if it's like your phone is just too much, you need more space. But there's something about, okay, so if I use my phone as an example, like the computer will say we have reached our limit here, but on the phone we can just add more cloud space. Like I can buy more space on the phone. And I just want to say, this is something about, no, we don't need more space to fill it up with more things. We need to do the computer way. We need to clear out some old stuff so the new can come in. Okay. That's that. And I think that was something, I don't know, just a little side note maybe. Well, let's see what comes out. Maybe it's completely has to do with the reading. Pisces, please. This is just at the end here of January, so it's going to be basically for all of February. So about a month into the future from when you listen to this. There we go. Oh, and then I have to read two. Wow. So we get the confrontation. And I'm not going to then, I know it's tough for me. It's really tough for me to not start talking about exactly what I'm seeing, because things just pops out immediately. But I'm going to not say anything. Confrontation. And then my peacock card. Okay, I'm not going to say anything. So let's do confrontation first. Confrontation. If I know the alphabet. Obviously the F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. Confrontation. Okay. Pick your battles wisely. it is not how many arguments you have had and won, but how many you, it's a really small text. Okay, maybe this wasn't a good idea. It isn't how many arguments you have had and won, but how many you can avoid but not getting drawn in. Okay, like to stand your ground and not even be bothered to be drawn into any conflict. You don't make friends by being aggressive and opinionated and insisting on your point of view. You will always offend someone. When you use tact and diplomacy, or maybe a little humor, you can then diffuse the situation and consider the feelings of the other person involved. This does not mean you shouldn't stand up for yourself regarding important issues. On the trivial matters, silence is the most powerful virtue. It is wiser to choose your words with care and pick your battles. And the mantra for this card is, I stand up for what I believe in and I choose my battles wisely. Interesting. And then we have the peacock. There's something about like at first not even bother to sort of be drawn into any, like if there's drama going on, to not even be drawn into the drama. So there would be a conflict to begin with. And then maybe if you're in the conflict, then pick your words a little like more carefully, like to just see, instead of just sort of, well, I have the right to state my truth and therefore I say all of this, you know, but there's another person on the receiving end. So I just find that there's something around the lines of, okay, maybe soften your words a little bit. If you don't recognize yourself in that, you can swap the characters around. So if you feel like this is someone else who are in conflict with you and they just don't have any filter, they just sort of come on with an attack, you feel where you're at there. My peacock card, which I adore. Okay, the peacock is possibly one of the most exquisitely beautiful creatures, I agree, of the world's animal kingdom. Yeah, it is also believed to be the most virtuous and embodies the admired characteristics of integrity and loyalty. Ooh, integrity and loyalty. That's beautiful. Like the peacock, you embody qualities important for friendship and family unity. You are encouraging selfless and enrich the lives of everyone you meet. The peacock is also very protective of its young and will provide for and protect them under any circumstance. This card can also be seen as an indicator to better yourself and to raise your standards, to be more like the peacock. Mantra, I love and care for everyone I know. Raise your standards. Wow. So, wow, I never read the words to that. So, yeah, if the other card, if the confrontation card said, be more, maybe not so sharp with your tongue, or if there's someone else that's being a little bit sharp with their tongue, but this card is more like, I got so much about the protection there, like you really want to protect the young ones around you, and that you really have beautiful qualities to have beautiful friendships and beautiful relationships in the family, within the family. Yeah, but to better yourself and to raise your standards, like we don't have to settle, is what I'm also getting from that. Like you don't have to settle. So let's see where this goes here today. I just wanted to try something new and shake things up. Why are these cards here for Pisces, please? You know, the confrontation card to me, I can't not do it. But the confrontation card for me is so much about movement forward, going after what you want, standing up for yourself. And the peacock card, very much resurrection, second chances, rising up, but also your soulmate, being in contact with your soulmate. having your soulmate in the essence, or have just met your soulmate, or just you're just in this union with your soulmate. I'm also seeing something about the like inviting other dimensions, like you're not afraid to invite other dimensions. If there's something else from otherworldly places, then you're not afraid to, like, it almost feels like some of you guys could sit down and literally like be meditating and asking for connection with other dimensions, or asking for connection with other guides, higher wisdom and whatever. Because there's like I see this face coming through down here. So it's like here you are and you're looking downwards, and it's like we have other dimensions here, like other, and there's a face coming through there, and you're very fascinated by it, you're very interested in it. Okay, what is this here for Pisces, please? We have a lot of different messages today, haven't we? The clear it out before you can fill it up with something new. Maybe soften your word. Don't be dragged into any drama from the beginning. Like, don't just step into any drama. But if you're there, to sort of not have such a sharp tongue, or think about if there's somebody else that has a sharp tongue towards you, to soften the words a little bit. Protecting the young. That's way too many cards, so please just a couple cards. Raising your standards. There we go. Okay. Very similar in cards. Like, if you just look at them in terms of black borders. The one is 0 and one is 16. They're like polar opposite. One is disruption, like when everything shifts and everything changes. 16 is sudden shifts and sudden changes. 0 is like we have come full circle. We have come full circle. We've learned our lesson. We know what we got out of the situation, and we're stepping on to a brand new beginning. Like, we're ending an old cycle, and we're coming into the calm, like to the calm waters. So we're coming out of the. Because with these, like, if you take these next to each other, that's also quite, like, this is quite noisy. It's quite noisy, and there's a lot going on here. And here we have sort of settled in. It's calm, and we know who we're interested in, and who we're connecting with. So can we go deeper into this message? Why are these here, please, for Pisces? Because the disruption is like a tower moment. It's like something really big is happening. New beginnings, like you have your stuff together. That's like, okay. Oh, it was supposed to flip. Okay. TikTok. So I'm getting the TikTok card, and to me today it speaks about, don't get hung up on time. Try to release whatever's going on in your life right now, or I'm going to try to get more specific here, because it feels like there's almost like 4 or 5 different messages coming out, like 4 or 5 different stories, and they're as clear. That can happen sometimes for me in previous readings, and I sort of have to stick to one because it's just too much information, and I have to stick to the one that feels most general, like it appeals to most people. So it's not like a one-on-one reading. But here it feels like it's like 4 distinct different stories, that has come out already. And I'm trying to be more like specific, or this is the way it's going to go today, and I just sort of have to release the control around that. I just find that there's something about don't get hung up on time. All in good time, all in good timing, all will happen exactly as it is supposed to happen. There's nothing on your part that you need to do differently in order for things to happen. They will happen as they will, as they shall anyway. Does that make sense? And I feel it's almost like I miss my angel deck here. I don't have my angel deck out on the table right now, and I'm gonna not take it out. This is gonna take too long, or interrupt the energy. But there's something about being surrounded by angels. Like, I feel like you have so many angels around you right now. If you have called on the angels. Regeneration. There's the peacock again. Second chances. Resurrection. Wow. Okay, so Pisces. They're starting to come together. This sort of did it because it sort of brings everything in together. So, I mean, yeah. If we talk about these two first, the confrontation with disruption there. So there is a sharp tongue. There is a conflict that has been going on. There's a tower moment that has sort of something has happened in your life, and I feel like it's not now because we're here now. We're in new beginnings, we're in resurrection, we're in regeneration, second chances, and in the peacock vibe. Here's where we're at. So this is before, this is previous, this is in your past, but they want to, I mean, it's coming out, so it fills the purpose. And it's something about like standing up for who you are. It's about not be drawn into the drama. If there's drama going on around you, whatever that is, if that is like at your workplace, if this is a family matter, if this is your partner and they're having arguments on their side, like I'm trying to just think of everyone. It could literally be anyone that is sort of there has been a lot of drama, and there's been a tower moment. I mean, it feels like you haven't. The inspiration here is about try not to get too much involved in it. Try to not be dragged into it because it's not yours to deal with. It's not yours to take responsibility for, and it's not yours to even solve. Like it's just stuff here that's going on, and it's just not for you. There's been some sharp conversation here. Somebody has not watched their tongue, whether it's you and that or them, or whether it's both. And it has led to a tower moment. There's disruption, there's dismantling of yourself, like you feel really disorganized and really like, ooh, where am I? I don't know if that ties into like we need to clear something out before we can fill it up with something new. Maybe you just have needed like space to yourself and a moment to yourself before we can sort of enter with something new. Because we have new beginnings. We have come full circle. We have learned. We've learned our lesson here. You're not doing that one again. Like that feeling. I learned my lesson. We're not really given lessons, but like it feels like I learned my lesson and I'm not stepping into that one again. Because we have second chances here. We have 0, which is coming full circle. I did it. I'm dropping the old, and I'm stepping onto this new world, this new earth. And with the peacock and the regeneration, this is basically the same card. Regeneration, resurrection, coming back from the dead, second chances. And I mean, if it's in a relationship because it's a peacock, if it's not a romantic partnership, it can be with a soul tribe friend, it can be with a really important business person, whoever this is for you. I don't think it's a thing. I think it's because it's been so much about like watch yourself in relations to other people and how you come across and what you speak and what you don't. And sometimes it's better to be quiet and, this is about finding your soul tribe. This is about finding your people, getting second chances to sort of be where you don't even have to watch what you're saying because you're so same. It's like same. And they get you. I mean, it doesn't really mean that you just sort of blurt whatever you want to blurt out. Maybe that's something you need to watch a little bit because there are people that get sad about what you're saying. But I just mean it feels like there's where there was drama before, sort of we rest our case and we have come full circle in that. And now we're giving a second chance to just come into peaceful waters. It's just, I can relax here. I can be with the person or the people that I'm supposed to be with. I get a second chance. There's this chance of renewal, regeneration, resurrection, to raise your standards and be where you belong. Okay, I'm going to take this into the extension. So if you're interested in that, if you feel like, yeah, I want to know more about this, you're so welcome there. There's 2 choices, and I'm thinking about adding a third, but that's not going to even work for the extension. There's a lot of people who just wants PayPal because they think it's like trouble to when they're going to pay. But I can't sort of tie the extended into PayPal because they don't have that platform. So I might just add that back as a donation thing, like a donation button on the channel. So if you feel like it, you can support the channel through PayPal, but it doesn't get you the extension. So I'll work on that. But for now, we have Vimeo. I cut the price in half for that one, or you can go to this donation site to buy me a coffee for your reading. If not, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Pisces. Bye.